Welcome to your foil video. It has nothing to do with tinfoil, or aluminum foil, or aluminium foil, however you might say it. But this is all about multiplying binomials. Again, binomials, we have the prefix bi, which is 2, and this is an example. X plus 2 is a binomial, and x plus 3 is also a binomial. They're made up of two terms, and they're multiplying each other. So what we do here to multiply gets a little confusing. Now, on class we talked about doing a monomial multiplying a polynomial, and you just distribute through. This we use what's called FOIL. FOIL stands for first. Whoops, sorry, I don't know what just happened here. Okay, oops, sorry about that. Sorry, first, outer. I think there's only one T in there. Just kidding. Haha. Outer, inner, and last. Okay? This tells us how we're going to multiply. Okay? First, first, outer, inner, and last. Okay? Let's do the first one. The first numbers are labeled right here. Okay? So first is going to be x and x. Now, they're both to the first power. They have an exponent of 1. When I multiply same base, the exponents add. So that becomes x squared. Next, we're going to go to outer. Okay? The outer pieces are the ones on the outside. Okay? So the outer pieces are x and 3. Notice they're on the very outside. X times 3 is going to be 3x. Next, we go to inner. Okay? Inner is on the inside. That's going to be 2 and x. You multiply those together, you're going to get 2 times x, which is 2x. And then the very last one that we do is last. Okay? The last terms are 2 and 3. And when you multiply those, you get 6. It looks like we're almost done, but we have to combine like terms. And our like terms here are only the 3x and the 2x. So we're going to combine those. We get x squared. Combine these two to get 5x, and then plus 6. That is the FOIL method. Okay? I'm going to show you another method. Here we go. Another method we call the box method. Okay? The box method is just for organization. You set up a box, like Foursquare. You put one binomial on top and the other binomial on the bottom. Notice I did plus 2 right here and the negative 4 right here. Now, without having to remember FOIL, we just have to multiply into the two boxes. So x and x, notice they share this box, so that's going to become x squared. Then we're going to go ahead and do x times 2. So you follow the boxes 2 and x, that becomes 2x. And then we're going to follow the square over x and negative 4, so that's negative 4x. And then last but not least, we're going to do 2 and negative 4, which is negative 8. Notice that this is the same thing as FOIL. Okay? If I look at it, here we go. Here is the last. There's L of FOIL in green, right? Last. Then we go, let's see here, outer. Sorry, what's our next one? Inner, sorry. Okay, so we go inner would be x and 2, and that's where we get 2x, so that's inner. And now we have outer. The outer is in orange, negative 4x and x, notice they're on the outside. And the last one, first, which is going to cut right up in here, right out of room there, is going to be x and x. Okay, so you get the same exact pattern. They double up twice. I prefer box method. When we say FOIL, it's just a quick way to do it because box method, we can actually use box method for multiple things. So usually we say FOIL, but box is what I'm going to typically do here. So I'm going to do box method. So here we go. Box method. These are A's, by the way. Mr. Smith's writing is always so wonderful and beautiful. But these are A's, so we're going to go ahead and set up our box. There it is. Okay. And we get A plus 2 and A minus 10. Now, I just remembered the last problem we didn't actually answer. Let's go back and do that real quick. I'm sorry. We made up all the box. Very colorful, by the way. Bless myself. But we didn't actually find out what the answer was. So we got x squared minus 4x plus 2x plus, sorry, that's not plus, that's minus 8, okay? And we're going to combine like terms, which is going to be the negative 4x and the 2x. Notice I wrote them in the right order by degrees. It kind of helps me save time. So I'm going to get x squared, negative 4 and positive 2. It's going to become a negative 2x minus 8. Okay, so there we go. That was our answer. Sorry about that. Didn't actually get to it. Okay, now we can do this one. And I'm going to kind of not do the whole color spiel as much. But a times a is going to be a squared. A times 2 is 2a. And this is going to be negative 10a. And then we're going to get 2 times negative 10 is negative 20. Now, a squared does not have anything to combine with, but now I'm going to do my combinations right here. These are like terms, and you're almost always going to have this diagonal be the like terms. So we can combine those right away. That's going to be a negative 8a. And then the negative 20 has no one to combine with. So normally, in binomials, we're only really combining one piece. Normally. Not always the case. Okay? So in there we combined the 2a and the negative 10a, and we got negative 8a. And then we just filled in the rest of the pieces and put them in their correct order, descending from their degree, which is basically their exponent. Alright, here we go. Ooh, we have a number in the front now. Not a big deal, we can handle this. Start with our box. Go ahead and write it out. We get 2x minus 1 and x and positive 2. We'll go ahead and fill that in. 2 times x, or 2x times x. The 2 doesn't really get to do anything, but the x's do become x squared. X times negative 1 is negative 1x. 2 times 2 is 4, and then we plug on the x, and then 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Again, we're going to have like terms as the 4x and the negative 1x. So we get 2x squared. This is going to be positive 3x minus 2. Okay? Alright, last one. Now this one is pretty tricky because I don't actually have any numbers, I just have variables. So this one is like the granddaddy. I would try this one yourself if you can do it. Then I'd feel pretty confident that you're getting the hang of using the box method. Okay? And you're also getting the hang of multiplying. We get a plus b, and then we get a minus b. Okay? So basically they're almost the same except for one of the b's is negative. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, a times a is going to give me a squared. A times b is going to be ab. A times negative b is going to be negative ab. Notice I put the letters in alphabetical order. Kind of helps me visualize it. So always try and put them in alphabetical order. So a comes before b. And the b times a negative b is a negative b squared. Okay? Now if we notice these terms, like normally the diagonals, are going to be able to combine. So we end up with a squared. But what's negative ab plus an ab? These two are actually going to cancel each other out. So I don't have a middle term. and then I'm going to do minus b squared. This has a special name for it, and we will talk about it a little later, but we could say what it is now, and it's called a difference of two squares. Okay, again, the squares are because they're both squared, and then the difference is because there's a subtraction sign, and 2 because, well, there's 2 of them. So this is a pretty interesting one. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you rewatch it if you're not figuring it out, and we'll go over it on Tuesday.